Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the practice log. Alright, well, it's another night session, so we have a lot of stuff to do today. Let's go ahead and jump into it, shall we? So we have some pretty interesting stuff for today. We have that John Williams documentary. We're going to get into that. We're going to see what's going on there. We, of course, have the usual practice log stuff. Today, it's the same story. In the morning, it's the Presto, and at night, it's going to be the Morel Sonatina movement too, just getting further and further into that. Man, I listened to that thing for the first time yesterday. The ending gets pretty wild, so we're gonna see how I do with that one. Yeah, but that pretty much covers everything. Let's not waste any time. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the John Williams. I'll see you there. Alright, you guys ready for a little bit of Johnny W? Yeah, Anton the Vampire gave me a little warning about this one, that things are gonna get pretty saucy. So I am excited for that. Oh my god, look at Tim Henson playing his pink guitar. The pink guitar is respectable. That was Tim Henson. You guys want to see some really crazy shredding? Hold on, before we get to John Williams. I make a pilgrimage to this video once every 6 months or so. This video is called Random Shred, and this is the guitarist from the band Winter Sun. Watch how insane this is. Also, we just talked about technique. Look at those angles, bro. Dude, can I get the Illuminati theme up in here? Alright, and that was it. Did you guys like that? I'm just kidding. It gets so crazy. I know that you guys don't believe that this is going to be the most insane thing you've ever seen, but trust me, it's going to be insane. Also, I love the white legs. The white, hairy legs hanging out there. It hasn't even gotten, like, insane yet. The reason why I make a pilgrimage to this video every 6 months is because one day I would like to come to it and be like, oh, I remember that being, like, more epic. But I've never come to this video feeling that way. It's always, like, just as epic as, like, the first time I watched it. Yeah. Yeah, he's getting warmed up now. Oh yeah, it's greasy. Please post in the comments how it's soulless shredding. It's not soulless, it's harmony. He's playing diminished chords and tonic and dominant and minor. It's epic. Yeah. Oh my god. Ah! There we go. Was that not just the sickest shredding you've seen all day, though? Alright, let's get to the John Williams.
Throughout all this and during my childhood, he was also a great animal lover. Always was. In fact, the last year before we came to London from Australia, he worked at Melbourne Zoo for it.
You grew up in, like, the 1800s? There's a lot of you posting about being a little on the older side. You guys relate to the carriage and horse, huh? I'm sorry, you know I don't mean it.
But he'd always loved animals. We had dogs, and I had a lizard and a cockatoo and a ferret, I think.
Yeah, dude, what are you talking
later
about?
in life, developed a very intense interest in a South American monkey from the Amazon forest. In fact, it was a threatened species. Ended up founding a wonderfully successful monkey sanctuary.
Man, that's the thing with these. They're either playing too much guitar or they're just not doing that at all.
Hey.
On there. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
That's it. You can't. I don't think you can see the baby now. From the other side, you can see the baby.
Right.
They just, like, bring out a rifle. I see the mother up there. It's defenseless.
I've never seen any Australian wildlife here except for the birds. When I first looked at this place, it was a sort of joke.
Ooh, shout out to Australians.
I thought it'd be nice to have a little somewhere to build some sort of natural mud brick type, something a bit organic in Australian house. Oh, even though I don't come out for long patches, it's still great to have for a few days. I might come out before the beginning of a tour or before a few concerts and get off the plane and come straight down here like 1 o'clock in the morning off the 24-hour journey from London. Get up in the morning and there's this. It's my Australian roots. Settle in, practice for a couple of hours a day, get rid of the jet lag. My father...
Oh, dude, practicing Bach in a morning session. That ain't a bad place to have a morning session. Can you guys subscribe and like so I can maybe practice like this?
Very forceful character, and in relation to me and the guitar, He was very persuasive. So, like, I never actually had to practice, but he had a way of making one feel that you ought to. But I used to do half an hour's practice a day only.
PSA, half hour is enough. Half hour every single day will get you so freaking good at guitar.
I never thought of myself as what I was going to do. It was always assumed I'd be a guitarist. And I just knew I could move my fingers well, you know. I've been lucky, really lucky, that I've been amazingly well taught.
And not well taught enough. Wow, going for the footstool too. I guess this was before the ergo play was invented. Though I don't even use an ergo play. People love using ergo plays. I'm just old school like that. I want my back to be hurt when I'm older.
Of my father and mother's life that was also continuously to be a part of mine was meeting a large community of people, and it was a miniature society creating a lifestyle based around works of art, jewellery, painting, sculpture, music. Mozart is the name of the place.
Melbourne. Shout out to all the Australian people out there. What's up, guys? I know you're there. God, he's just still playing that freaking D major Bach. Play the fugue! Woo! See that? Why don't we hype each other in the crowd? He shifted! Did you see that shift?
What is extraordinary?
The shift was clean!
It's very extraordinary in Western music, actually. John becomes a part of the instrument, and the instrument a part of him. A very, very distinguished guitarist said to me, you know, he said that was just extraordinary. He said that there is not one guitarist in the whole world who could do what John did last night, and that is true.
What, play the Prelude? No guitarist could do that.
The solo trips I was doing on my own got to be a bit of a bore, to put it mildly. Finally, round about 72, 73,
Dude, we mudding?
I actually decided...
Dude, we're going mudding today in Australia. That's what you came to Australia to do, just to like settle and go mudding.
To do any regular foreign touring at all. No point in having too much to live on, but not having a life to lead. I'm going to see Greg Smallman, great Australian guitar maker.
I thought you were the Smallman. We're gonna see Greg Smallman, the only guitar maker who can make a guitar small enough for me.
Quite a rough road in bits, and I've been told about that. He's got this wonderful guitar, which I saw back in April when we met in Sydney.
Yeah, he's got this wonderful guitar. It's the perfect size for me. I can play my Bach finally. Y'all ever think I'd bring the ukulele out? I didn't even think I would. Situation just called for it, I guess. I was making fun of John William.
He just wanted to hang on to it for a bit to check a few things, so that's the main reason I'm coming up now, but equally exciting is actually seeing this part of the country, which I've also never been to, quite apart from seeing Greg.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It looks beautiful. That looks like a dump. What are we looking at? It might just be the camera. This looks AI generated. Oh my god. What is this? I don't even understand what I'm looking at right now. Maybe I'm too close to it. You guys can probably tell exactly what it is, and I'm just being... It's a house. It looks like it could be, like, completely deserted, though. Does it not? It might look better in the camera.
Sydney. Is it the one I preferred then? I shouldn't ask you. We always get it wrong.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
It is. Melbourne. It seems to have that same clear, magic-y thing I always used to say. Just for now, before I'll have a proper look, I'll show you with mine, which has settled down a bit. I mean, this is, what, 3-4 years old.
One day I'll have a luthier make me a guitar. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be cool to not have, like, random buzzing and stuff when I play? It's not my technique that causes the buzzing. I promise you it's the string for certain buzzing. I'm not talking about when I scratch a note, which I do a lot. I scratch a lot of notes. You know what I mean.
But the overall... See, this has always had that lovely, silky thing. There's so many lovely high harmonics shimmering in there, a little bit Australian, because I identify it with the shimmer of, like, gum tree leaves, you know? And it always comes out in little chords like...
Proceeds to play the largest chord possible on a guitar.
It's not like a violin or a cello, which was made and designed hundreds of years ago and is perfect. It just does what it's supposed to do. Even if it's not a Stradivarius, it still sounds and works properly as a musical instrument.
Are they going into the shed? God, why'd you bring me in here? What is this? And that was the last we heard of John Williams, and I think that is a good place to wrap this one up for now. So we will go further into this one later. You know, we made it kind of far, and we did a thing before, so it kind of takes up some time. I guess it is time for me to get to the piano bench and start practicing, so I'll see you there. Recently, I've been starting off with technique, scale, work stuff. Just because I feel like my scales aren't that good right now. So I'm going to start with that, and then main focus will be Morel movement 2, like I said. I'm going to work on all of it, though. I'd like to maybe get into the Latin pieces a little bit, too. At least Lamentos tomorrow, just to keep up with it. So I'll probably just play it slow once with a metronome, call it a day there. Alright, I'm going to get to practicing now, so I'll see you on the other side. This isn't from playing guitar, I promise you. I would never be so stupid. But my left hand is a little sore, in a way where it's like slightly achy, and I think it's from editing, which is really unfortunate. And that's actually a PSA to all of you out there when you're doing computer work. I know we got a couple of programmers in the audience now. Like I said in the technique video, you can apply your classical guitar training to everything that you do, like being on a computer, and I guess I didn't do that well enough today. Because my hands don't feel that great, I'm gonna play Villa-Lobos for you. Not because that'll be good for my hands, but because I haven't played Villa-Lobos in a while, and, you know, I didn't really make any progress in the Morel. I'm gonna not worry about my hand, and then I'm gonna rest after this, and I should be good in the morning. So I'm gonna play this like my life depends on it. Okay, well, you know, that went how it went. There are maybe some cool moments in there. I'm gonna wrap it up there. I'm gonna rest my poor little hands. You guys can send your best wishes to them. Yeah, so let's go ahead and wrap this thing up, shall we? Alright, well, hopefully you enjoyed that. And, you know, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe, leave a like, all that stuff. If you're interested in lessons with me, I am now offering lessons to YouTube viewers. So check the description, you can contact me there, and you can find out all the information that you need to find out to do that. If you have any questions about anything, I know I didn't answer one today, but in the next one I'll be answering a comment question, because I still want to engage with you guys. I do really like that. It's just a lot though, because whenever I talk, it always takes like 30 minutes, and then I have to edit it all down, and then I have to do the react, and that takes another 30 minutes, I have to edit it. So this is just easier for me. I don't know if it'll always be like this, but it will be for now. But I will still answer comments, I promise. So be sure to leave them. Alright, well I think that's everything. So, I'll see you tomorrow.